What's happening, everyone? JayShockblast here, and check it out. Mortal Kombat is finally coming. April 23rd, you can watch it on HBO Max, or if it's safe in your area and allowed, you can actually see it in theaters. And I can promise you, you do not want to miss it. I got to see it a few weeks ago, and I loved it. I can't go too far into detail as far as my thoughts about it. I do have a review coming next week when I am allowed to do so. But what I can talk about is the fact that not only did I see it, but I got to talk to members of the cast. And in this video, you are going to see an awesome Zoom call I got to be a part of, along with some other creators. And it was such an honor to be able to talk to the people that made a movie that I know I enjoyed, and I'm pretty sure you guys will too. So in this Zoom call, you are going to hear questions answered by 5 cast members. We have Jessica McNamee, who plays Sonya Blade. We also have Josh Lawson, that plays Kano. We have Max Huang, who plays Kung Lao. Ludi Lin, who plays Liu Kang. And then finally, Joe Taslim, who plays Sub-Zero. And it was surreal to be a part of this, especially just a couple days after seeing the movie. All these people are just lovely. I really enjoyed being a part of the process, and I have to say thank you so much to Warner Brothers, who always really take care of me. And it was really cool being on the call with a couple familiar faces like Caboose and your boy UncagedGamez, and Unroolie was there, and even Dynasty 1031, who I had never really interacted with before, but he's also really cool. And there were a few others that you'll probably recognize if you follow Mortal Kombat. I don't want to take up too much of your time building it up. I wish I was better at editing. If you want to see a really cool edit, definitely check out UncagedGamez' version of this interview, because he did a really good job. Man, I'm amazed by his editing. But let's stop talking, because these guys definitely want to talk about the movie and their experiences with Mortal Kombat. So thank you again, Warner Brothers, for letting me be a part of this. And I hope you guys enjoy this little interview. I will have another interview with 2 more actors, McCad Brooks, who plays Jax, and Louis Tan, who plays Cole Young. That'll probably be coming tomorrow. So for now, enjoy.
Huh?
And we have Josh and Joe.
Hi, everyone.
Hello. Hey, there we go.
Hello.
Whoa, what a party here.
Oh,
Hello, guys.
It's this
Hello,
Joe.
guys.
Joe. Hey, the man right there.
Everybody's looking beautiful
Joe,
here.
What do you think? What do you think, Bob, really quick?
Well, I have the mask. Yo, Ken, I have the mask too. I have the mask
too. Let's go.
Don't tell the costume I stole it.
Let me take that from set. Oh, man.
Yo!
I keep saying I got your sword, Joe.
Oh,
But it's not even real.
Well, it's just it's fake sword, so I don't. That's why I didn't take it. But this is real.
yeah, dude.
Joe, is that the actual one? Is that the real one?
No, yeah, I think they made a lot, right? So they just gave me one, like, they made 5 or 6. So I don't think.
Yeah, well, you check it out. Don't tell anyone.
Don't tell one of.
Yeah, right.
I keep it with me all the time.
Amazing. Well, hi, everyone. I'm going to be the voice from Beyond off camera. I'm going to be moving us along today.
Hello.
So thank you guys so much for being here. We're so excited to talk to you. So this group here, these are our internet sensation, Mortal Kombat fans, YouTube personalities, social media influencers. They are huge fans of the franchise. They have seen the movie. They love the movie. They love you guys. They sent us over some questions. So I'm going to be running through a few of their questions, and we're just going to have a great time. Does that sound good?
Yeah, you guys are
that sounds horrible.
Perfect.
Amazing.
No deal.
All right.
Amazing. So I'll just get started then. First question we have actually for Josh and Jessica from Hassan Mohammed, also known as Geek House Show. They ask, in the Mortal Kombat games, Sonya Blade and Kano have always been rivals. Can you tell us more about that dynamic in the movie?
We don't like each other at all in real life, so it was really easy.
Nice. Okay, so that's the first I heard about that. Suggest for me, the real challenge was trying to mask the sexual tension, and I think we did a pretty good job.
Yeah,
no, so a little bit awkward.
It was a bit awkward. It was a bit awkward. Well, no, Jess and I were friends before the film. I think Jess was the only actor I knew before going into the, personally knew going into the film. So, and yeah, we had the most. I had the most to do with you, Jess, in the film.
Yeah. So, well, I did with you too, but
yeah,
it's really fun. We get to play a really fun dynamic of. Really, I mean, we really don't like each other in this movie. So that's really fun. But we both need each other in this movie, as you'll see. So we have to kind of get along, even though we hate each other, which is a really fun dynamic to play. And also because we are friends outside of this whole project, it was also fun to kind of hate each other on set on a daily basis.
But I think from a wanky actor point of view as well, that relationship has, twists and turns throughout the movie as well. It's not just this, we just hate each other and that's it from start to finish. I think there is this weird, unexpected nature to what happens with Sonia and Kano as well. And, I think it stays true to the relationship that was established in the games and has always been true for them. I mean, they are such famous antagonists, in the lore of Mortal Kombat, and that's you're going to get that, but there's a bit of evolution to that as well. Dance is right. Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Fantastic.
I have a question for Ludi Lin and Max Huang from Aaron, also known as Caboose. He asks, I love the chemistry between your characters in the film and the way Liu Kang and Kung Lao truly felt like brothers. Was that something that came naturally on set?
Yeah, they're like brothers. There's no sexual tension between us. And in China, you don't have, I didn't grow up with the word cousin. They're just all brothers. Oh. And especially growing up in Shaolin, you guys are literally like brothers. It's like you find a new family, and that's what Liu Kang is. He's kind of like this scraggly lone wolf, and they dubbed me actually the desert sprite. Was that?
Yeah.
Was that right? The desert sprite. The lonely desert sprite wandering around trying to find his pack. And of course, long time ago, Kung Lao's the first other sprite that Liu Kang finds. So he's gathering all these sprites together. We're gonna have a sprightly adventure.
Yeah, totally. No, I think Ludi and I, we had no problem with finding the connection between the two characters, because we know each other. Like the first time we met was 9 years ago, I believe. We met on a movie set and had the chance to work together. And then when we heard that we would be working together on Mortal Kombat, it was just like, yeah, man, because by then he was already my brother, and so it was very easy to
that was interesting.
Find a connection.
9 years ago, Max, we were playing best friends as well, because you were. So Max has had extensive martial arts experience. He's been on Jackie Chan's stunt team for over 10 years. And on the film we met, you were stunting for my best friend's, the actor that played my best friend, right?
Yeah, I doubled for him. So we're already somehow fighting, or I was protecting you, or you were protecting me.
I was chained up. I was hung for hours there in that scene. It was like negative 19 degrees. I was hung for hours, and then you were getting beaten up too. So yeah, through sweat, tears, and blood, we're always there together.
What movie is that? I want to see that film.
Yeah.
I want to see the movie.
It's got a great name.
I want to see you hang.
I don't know, but it's got a great name. It's I'm Sorry, I Love You.
Oh,
Sorry, I love you.
Okay.
I mean,
okay,
do you remember
you.
getting hung up for hours like that? That was kind of the rap party for me. I seem to remember. I know things got out of control, but we could talk about that another time. Yeah.
No, let's talk about it now, Josh. 12 minutes talking about this.
Yeah, sure.
A story for another day. Thank you for that. Joe Taslim, I have a question for you from David Nguyen, also known as UncagedGamez. He asked, he says, you gave me chills every time you showed up on screen, pun intended. My question is, was it difficult fighting and moving in your Sub-Zero costume?
Okay, I gotta be honest. It was really heavy. It was really. I remember the first time I wore the suit. It was like, and with me and Cappy, she's amazing. He's like, this is the costume, try it out. And then I tried, and I was in the costume. I was like, how am I gonna be able to fight in this costume, Cappy? I was so worried that, is this the only costume? And then she was like, yes. No way. And then, just kidding. Of course, we have you another costume that you can fight. So it's very thoughtful. It's very thoughtful for them to, to just create two versions. So one is for the look, just all iron, just super heavy, maybe more than 10 kilos. And another one is like 6 to 7 kilos. And then, you can still move. But all parts is just, you can still, stretch your body and then stretch your legs. So yeah, it was challenging for me. And then it took me at least 3 weeks to really adapt with the costume. And then I remember the first 2 weeks, and I feel like I had a back pain. Like it was just so hard to move anyway, because with the costume, because it just put a weight on your shoulder. So you walk like this. And when you release the costume at the end of the day, somehow you still feel like there's a child on your back. So after 2 weeks, your neck is I felt weird. And then the third week, kind of like my body adapted. It's kind of like, okay, you're going to feel it at least another 3 months. So get used to it. So it's good.
I have to say, I think it was especially tough for Joe, because I think he's a method actor, and I've seen him destroy a pack of like 6 full-on big ice cream bars just to get into character for Sub-Zero.
I ate them all.
And so you had to fight against the weight gain and get into character that way. You had to fight the temptation of ice cream and to remain in that suit.
Well, Ludi, I needed to eat those sugars, because I remember, I think after a month, and then Cappy was like, why the costume now is bigger? Did you lose weight? I was like, of course I lost weight, Cappy, because every time I took off the costume, like all the sweat, and then, okay, you need to eat more. Otherwise the costume not going to fit you in the next 2 months.
That's why you
so I gotta eat all the sugars.
The donuts.
That's fantastic. Well, while we're on the subject of costumes, this is a question that a few people asked for the group. What was it like bringing these characters to life and putting on your individual costumes for the very first time? Jessica, do you want to kick us off?
Sure. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I think we all initially started, if I'm correct, with costume fittings. So it was wild. We all kind of flew into this place that none of us had really ever been to before, and I hadn't even met everyone yet, but I went straight to a costume fitting, and I put my costume on and was like, well, I guess this is happening. Woo! It was really cool. And then I think for me as well, the first time seeing everyone else in costume was basically on set. So every time someone new who I had just started filming stepped on set, it was like a big reveal for everyone. It was really cool.
Josh, how was it putting on the Kano costume for the first time?
First time, I mean, the costume was pretty badass, but really for me, I had a big makeup job every day, right? So the makeup job for me was, I was in the makeup chair for hours, every morning, and so it was once that once I was able to look in the mirror and see the fucking blood and dirt, and that I felt like I was like, oh, this does most of the work. This is, I don't have to do anything. So yeah, I you know, for me, more makeup. I mean, the costume was amazing, but in terms of feeling like the character, I always felt like them just looking at how bloody and beaten up he was that helped me kind of feel like, oh yeah, now I'm Kano. that was easy. Yeah.
Ludi.
I think my costume is really comfortable. I loved it. It's so light and easy to fight in. But I wanted you guys to hear Kung Lao's hat costume story, because
Oh yeah.
I want to hear that.
Go ahead, Max. You tell them.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, that hat is heavy. So, so I can kind of feel when Joe was talking about his costume that it was that heavy. Yeah, they actually, once I got the job, they asked me to fly out to New Zealand, to Wellington, and try on the hat, just for trying on the hat. I was like, really?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
just go out and try it. And I tried it on. They were like, yeah, we're happy. Go, you can go back home. I'm like, really? Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's
I
great.
did not know that.
Yeah. I think I ended up spending a week or so in New Zealand for the first time in my life. Just
Wow,
I had to
New
try on
Zealand's
the hat.
beautiful.
Did they fly you back home to Germany?
No, I think at that time I was in Beijing in China, and they flew me out
Wow.
to
Can you
Wellington.
imagine if you did that right now? It's 2 weeks quarantine over there.
I know.
Try on the hat.
Another-
Back
Wow.
to China, 3 weeks
It's
quarantine.
another world right now that we're living in.
Oh man.
That's what
But
I
yeah.
miss. That's what I miss the most, is flying around the world trying on hats. You know?
I know.
When can we get back to that? You know?
That hat? I prepared myself during the preparation phase, the training phase, cutting out the hat from cardboard and putting it on my hat. And I was doing the spins, the flips, everything with it, and it felt nice. You know, I was like, yes, I got this. I got this. And when I tried on the new hat, I like, really? Because it weighed like probably 8 kilograms. So imagine there was no way I could move the way I wanted to, but we figured it out eventually. I don't even know how we did that, to be honest.
Wow.
But yes, thanks to VFX and Simon's creativity, I think we eventually were successful. So that's the story behind the hat.
Wait till all your cardboard hats show up on eBay. Sign them first.
Yeah.
Get those signed hats. Amazing. Well, in our last couple of minutes, would love to know, if you were not playing your character, it could be your character, but if you could choose a character that you most identify with from this movie, who would you choose? That's for the whole group.
Reptile.
Yeah.
Just it's
I
the
can see
same
that in you.
thing.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
yeah. You have reptile vibes. I mean, Goro, I guess. I feel like Prince Goro. I just feel like I could get so much more done with an extra pair of hands. I really do. Just think about the massages I could. Am I wrong?
Giving yourself
You know,
massages with
one inside story, like when I first appeared in the movie and Josh is coming up with those lines like from out of nowhere. I mean, he's so great at improvising. We all cracked, and there was one particular thing where I was like, I can't just couldn't hold it, so it was very tough, but so funny, man.
You guys are the best. What about you guys? Who would you be? Ludi, Max, Joe?
And I just don't know. I just identify with Liu Kang. He's vegan. I'm vegan. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Mate, anytime you feel like a steak, you can be Kano. Don't worry about it.
I would actually be Sonya, to be honest, as well. I think she's badass. I love her.
Joe, what about you?
Well, in this movie, if I can choose different character, probably well, I gotta say, when I was a kid, I grew up playing Mortal Kombat, and Kung Lao is one of my heroes. Probably, I would love to play Kung Lao. He's so badass. You know, Kung Lao is so OP. You know for sure when you play game Mortal Kombat and somebody played Kung Lao back in 1998, 1999, when I was, when it was still on Sega or Super Nintendo. It's just the hat is just very, very annoying. Whoever you play, when somebody play Kung Lao, is like, not again, and so it just high damage. So Kung Lao is very OP. So if I can play another character, I want to play the OP one.
That's cool.
Nice.
I might be Raiden as well and just buy a Tesla. That way.
Yeah, you'd never have to stop to fill up. Yeah.
Never.
That's a great idea. You could do really long road trips. Good call.
I think I would go with Sub-Zero because
Okay, we exchange.
he in times like these you have to wear a mask anyway, so
It's true.
By the way, Max does an incredible impression of everybody. I don't know if
Come on, Max, you gotta do it.
No, I don't.
It's incredible.
Come on, Matt.
But
I didn't know this. Who do you? What you do it, everyone?
See it.
He's so good. It's so good.
come on, guys, you're giving me pressure right now. I didn't even prepare.
Okay. Maybe
But,
Ludi tried to impersonate me.
I would just do this. Ice cream.
Well, luckily you didn't play me, man. Otherwise, the line I'm subject is gonna. I love ice cream. All good. Well, I'm happy to see you guys. Like, I watch all your YouTube videos and all the support and love to this movie. It's just amazing. Like, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It's so nice to actually meet you, if not in person, online. But sure. Thanks.
Yes.
You guys really make it worth it.
Yeah. Thank you so
Hot.
much.
Thank you so much.
Can't wait
Thank
for
you
you
guys
to
so
meet.
much.
We're a family.
Hot.
Mortal Kombat
Yes,
family.
we'll keep tagging you on social, and they'll be the big champions for the movie. So thank you guys so much for taking this time. It's truly so appreciated, and
Give me a
have
hug.
a fantastic day. Group hug.
Hug.
Friendship.
Hey.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye.
It's good to
Bye-bye.
see you all. Oh man, miss you.
Miss you, brothers. Miss you, Ludi, Max.